Hey guys, welcome back to Stock My Closet. For today's project, I have taken 2 meter cotton fabric and this is the measurement I'm using. You can adjust it according to your requirement. Let's start with the cutting. I have cut out the required length, that is 27 inch including 2 inch for seam allowance. I have folded the fabric by half in width and width is 12.5 inch. From unfold side, mark half inch inwards. Join these points. I'll cut front bodies from center. That's why I've taken half inch for seam allowance. Now taking this as center line, I'll place back bodies. So this is for back and this is for front. And I have folded fabric by half in width. So here I have 4 layers of fabric. Now I'll mark the measurements. Neck width is 4 inch. Now from the top I'll mark armhole, that will be half of armhole round plus 1.5 inch. In my measurement half of armhole round is 7 inch. So 7 plus 1.5 is 8.5 inch. Now I'll mark burst measurement. In my measurement burst round is 37 inch and I'm adding 5 inch of ease. 37 plus 5 is 42 and dividing it by 4 I'll get 10.5 inch. Join neck width and burst point. From shoulder, mark a point at 21 inch, shoulder to hip measurement. Now I'll mark hip measurement. In my measurement, hip round is 38 inch and I'm adding 6 inch of ease. 38 plus 6 is 44 and dividing it by 4 I'll get 11 inch. Join burst to hip and extend that point to the bottom. And now I'll cut it out. Now I'll mark and cut necklines. Back neck depth is 1 inch. I'll draw a round shape and I'll cut it out. So back cutting is complete. I'll just keep it aside and now I'll cut front neckline. Front neck depth is 5.5 inch including half inch of seam allowance. I'll draw a round shape and I'll cut it out. I'll cut front from the center as well. Now from the top, mark a point at 4 inch. I'll mark a tuck on this point. Now from the bottom, I'll make a stitch till this point. So I made a stitch. Now I'll finish this part and for that I have folded and ironed the seam allowance. Now I'll make a stitch. Now join front and back bodies, right sides together and stitch side fitting seam. So I made a stitch. Now I'll cut the sleeves and for that I have cut out the required length, that is 25 inch. Here I'm making raglan sleeve, so I'll measure sleeve length from the neck. Width is 10 inch And I have folded the fabric by half in width, so this is on full fabric, and I have two lengths. Now on the open side I'll mark armhole same as I did on the bodies, that is 8.5 inch, and on the top side I'll mark a point at 5 inch. Join these points and cut it out. So I've cut the sleeve. Now I'll make side fitting seam and I'll finish the bottom round of the sleeve. So I made a side stitch and I've folded and pinned up the bottom round. Now I'll make a stitch. Leave around 1 inch of space to insert the elastic. I have taken 1/4 inch wide elastic. You can wrap elastic around your wrist like this. Mark wherever you feel comfortable and cut 1 inch extra for seam allowance. Now I'll insert the elastic using safety pin. So I've inserted the elastic. Now join both end points and make few stitches to secure it. So I made few messy stitches and now I'll stretch the elastic like this and I'll just close this opening. And with this sleeve is ready, and similarly I'll prepare the other sleeve. Now I'll attach the sleeve with the bodies, and for that take wrong side of bodies and wrong side of sleeve. Join both joints of sleeve and the bodies like this, right sides together, and pin it up. Just keep joining sleeve and bodies, armhole, and pin it up. So I've pinned it up and now I'll make a stitch. So I made a stitch and now I'll overlock it. So I've overlocked it. Similarly, I'll attach other sleeve. So I've attached both sleeves. Now I'll cut and attach the collar. For that, I have folded the fabric twice in width. Fabric width is 11 inch. I'm taking collar width 3.5 inch and I'll cut it out. Now I'll mark half inch of seam allowance on one edge. Join these points. Now I'll fold the collar by half in width till this line and I'll iron it. Now overlap the seam allowance like this and again iron it. And similarly I'll fold and prepare the full collar. So I have prepared the collar. I have also folded and ironed the edges. From the on fold side I have set crease at 1 inch. This is the final width of ready collar. Now I'll attach collar with the neckline. This is the right side of the bodice. Now join collar with the neckline. Keep on fold side downwards. Match the neckline with the crease and pin it up. So I have pinned up full collar. Now I'll make a stitch to secure it. So I made a stitch and this is how the collar will look on the right side. Now on the wrong side, I'll fold the seam allowance and I'll make a stitch on the edge to secure it. Now I'll prepare half-inch wide fabric strip to insert in the collar to create ruffle. So here I have leftover fabric and I'm keeping strip width 1.5 inch. Set the center crease. Now fold the seam allowance on both top and bottom side. Iron it. And now fold it again by half. And now I'll make a stitch on the open side to secure it. So fabric strip is ready. Now I'll insert it into this opening. So I've inserted it. Now lastly, I'll fold and finish the bottom round of the top. And for that, just double fold the seam allowance and make a stitch on the inner edge to secure it. I have finished the bottom round, and with this my ruffle collar top is ready, and here is the close look of the collar. And this is how the top looks. I really like Raglan sleeve fit, although I feel I should have kept fabric strip little longer. So thanks for watching guys, hope you like this video. If you try this pattern, do share your creations with me on social media, and if you have any query you can ask me in the comment section. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and do subscribe my channel for more such videos. I'll see you next week. Till then, take care. Bye bye.